Chapter 5 doesn't close anything. The prototype is still active. Huggy and Kissy were left in a state the game never confirms. Poppy was captured, and in the final seconds of the chapter, something appears that reshapes everything coming next. Harley Sawyer's digital consciousness activates with a single line. Well now, this is a rather interesting turn of events. Unfinished business. Chapter 6 hasn't been officially confirmed, but the community has been treating it as inevitable since the credits rolled, and it's not hard to see why. The ending of Chapter 5 is such a deliberate cliffhanger that ignoring it would mean ignoring half the game. Internal listings that surfaced after launch reference a 6th chapter under the title All-Seeing Eye. Mob hasn't said a word about it officially, but in a recent interview with Pocket Tactics, they did say something worth paying attention to. The world of Poppy Playtime is bigger than one storyline. On timing, the franchise has been fairly consistent. Chapter 3 in January 2024, Chapter 4 in January 2025, Chapter 5 in February 2026. If that rhythm holds, 2027 is the most reasonable window. Some estimates push to 2028 if development runs long. Mob has given no indication either way, so for now it's pattern recognition, not information. What does raise a question is where Chapter 6 sits in the arc. Chapter 5 was presented by many as the finale, and there's logic to that. The prototype has been the main villain since the beginning, and 5 chapters is a natural stopping point for this kind of franchise. But the ending leaves too much unresolved to function as a close. If Chapter 6 is genuinely the last one, it would have to resolve in a single game everything Chapter 5 built over several hours of play. Either that, or Mob is planning something bigger than what the community is currently expecting. The park nobody noticed. Meanwhile, something has been appearing in the Poppy Playtime universe since Chapter 3 that most people walked past. A poster inside the game advertising Playtime's new park, an amusement park located somewhere within the Playtime company complex. At the time, it read as set dressing. Then, in Chapter 5, something more specific showed up. A document called the Shopping Manifest, July 95, makes a direct reference to a project, Garden World, Play Park, based in Asia. That's not decoration, it's an internal reference Mob has been planting across 2 chapters. A few weeks ago, a trademark filed under the name Poppy Play Park was spotted in Mob Entertainment's intellectual property records. It appeared alongside other company filings, which was enough for the community to start talking about a sequel or spin-off separate from the main chapter line. Mob has confirmed nothing. In that same Pocket Tactics interview, they described the universe they've built as having different divisions, different projects, different eras, with room to explore outside the main story. Playpark fits that description exactly. The question it raises isn't whether Playpark exists as a project, but what kind of game it would be. The Playtime company complex in Asia already has a confirmed presence in the lore, and an amusement park run by the same company that turned orphans into toys has narrative potential that doesn't need much explaining. If someone at Mob is already thinking about it, the material has been in place since Chapter 3. A trademark, not yet a game. The third project is the most uncertain of the 3. In July 2025, Mob Entertainment filed a trademark under the name Smiling Critters Survivors, serial number 99261407, in the category of education and entertainment services. As of February 2026, the mark was still active with a live/pending status and had received a notice of allowance, meaning the registration moved forward but the product still isn't in commerce. It exists legally. Nobody knows in what form. The community's leading theory is a mobile game, based on the type of registration and the format of the name. The Smiling Critters are the most popular characters the franchise produced after Huggy Wuggy, Dog Day, Catnap, and the rest generated over 4 billion YouTube views according to figures Mob shared publicly. A standalone game for those characters has obvious commercial logic. The platform, the format, the gameplay, all of that remains speculation. What is clear is that the franchise doesn't end with Chapter 5. Chapter 6 is coming. Playpark exists in some form inside Mob's plans, and Smiling Critters Survivors has a legal registration that will eventually become something real. How much of that arrives together, how much arrives separately, and in what order, is what nobody knows yet.